Raila Odinga was more than just a politician. To millions of Kenyans, he was Baba, the father of a long and unending struggle for democracy, justice, and freedom. Born on January 7, 1945, Raila Amolo Odinga grew up surrounded by politics. His father, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, was Kenya's first vice president, and his family name carried both weight and hope. From a young age, Raila was destined to walk a path of resistance. His fight for a fairer Kenya began during the one-party era. In the 1980s, Raila was detained without trial, spending years in harsh prison conditions. But even behind bars, his voice could not be silenced. When multi-party democracy returned in the early 1990s, Raila rose to become one of the most powerful opposition figures in the country. He spoke with courage, he stood when others bowed, and he inspired millions who longed for change. He ran for president several times, and though victory always slipped away, his influence never faded. In 2007, he led one of the most intense and controversial elections in Kenya's history. The violence that followed shook the nation to its core, but out of that darkness came an uneasy peace, a power-sharing deal that saw Raila become Prime Minister in 2008. It was during this time that he helped shape Kenya's 2010 constitution, one of his greatest political legacies. Raila's journey was never smooth. He faced betrayals, shifting alliances, and bitter defeats. But through it all, he remained the voice of those who felt unheard. His handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2018 marked a historic moment of reconciliation. In 2022, he once again came close to the presidency but fell short. Yet even in loss, he remained central to the heartbeat of the nation. On October 15, 2025, Raila Odinga took his final breath after suffering a cardiac arrest while receiving treatment in India. His death sent shockwaves across Kenya and beyond. Streets filled with mourners, airports were overwhelmed, and stadiums became places of tears and song. The man who had once been jailed for his beliefs was now being mourned as a national hero. His funeral drew leaders from across Africa. His body returned home to chants of Baba, Baba. The grief was raw, the pain real. Kenya declared days of national mourning. It was a moment that froze the nation, a reminder that a chapter had closed, and a legend had gone. Raila Odinga was a man of contradictions, loved by many, criticized by others, but impossible to ignore. He changed the course of Kenya's politics, leaving behind a legacy of courage, resilience, and a dream of a better nation. He showed what it means to fight even when the odds are against you. Raila is gone, but his voice echoes in every street, every ballot, and every call for justice. His story is now part of Kenya's history, not just written in books, but carved in the hearts of a people he refused to give up on. Rest in peace, Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba. Leader. Symbol. Legend.